Hey everyone, welcome to Dama Scaling YouTube channel. I'm your host Eddie Wang, and today's video is going to be a repetition in class. We covered this back in the release day of season 4 when we covered all the patch notes for Jin, but apparently some people already forgotten what I said, so I'm just going to repeat myself a little bit with much better audio quality. To give you guys a heads up on why 123 is still a superior and better Oki move than the Geyser. So I'm going to show you real quick. There was actually a discussion of this in the past video on the reason why they gave Jin the Geyser. Kusanagi and another subscriber of the channel were talking about this, so I felt interesting that maybe we can do another breakdown into this and show you why this is pretty good. We also covered this back in season 2 days with the mix-ups of this, which we are going to see today as well. So let's say that you do this pretty basic Jin combo, right, which you can now Geyser, and this is supposed to be good because some people are saying that the opponent gets a flip over, so you get a guaranteed down 2. Except it doesn't, as I said on release day, that this is not a guaranteed setup, because your opponent, the moment they are hit by the Geyser, they can take themselves out of the wall, and you are the one that are going to be locked against a wall and your opponent. So it's really not the best position to be in, specifically in Tekken 7. If you are a Jin main, you want to put your opponents against the wall and not the other way around. So this is going to be pretty bad for Oki. So don't utilize this ender unless of course you know that this is going to kill, because if you do, then this is a situation that is going to be pretty ugly for you. This is what Kusanagi was saying. So I'm going to show you why 123 is still a much better Oki. For example, let's do the basic combo again, and when you do this, know for started that this is guaranteed. The opponent cannot stand, the opponent cannot spring kick, the opponent cannot wake up mid kicks, wake up low kicks. They cannot do anything. The down 4 on this situation is guaranteed, and you still get the position advantage. And sometimes your opponent is so afraid of the mix-ups that they don't even bother taking, and when they don't take this combo right here, for example, then your down 2 is going to start to get more melee-ish. So what they're gonna have to do to block this down 2, they're gonna have to stand, which I'm going to set up the opponent to stand. And let's say that, for example, your opponent gonna have to wake up and crouch guard to block that down 2, right? Because it's possible to stand and block the down 2 because down 2 is slower. So in this specific situation, now you get to do something like this. This is something that your opponent cannot escape. They're gonna have to take this mix up. So when you do your wall combo, let's now put the character to the wall. When you do your wall combo, right, this one right here, this is going to be a mix up that your opponent is gonna have to deal with, because they are trying to block, for example, a down 2. Of course they can block a down 2, but they cannot block a down 1, which is going to be super annoying to deal with, because this is going to be a legit mix-up. And you can even add this into a 4-4-3 and do a lot more damage. But whatever you do, this situation is going to be advantageous for Jin, because when you lock people at the wall, let me just show you what happens against people that are with their back against the wall against Jin. For example, let's say they wake up mid kick, right? A situation that Jin usually cannot punish mid screen. but in here this is really just not relevant because Jin is going to be able to punish. Let's say you can even use 1+2 in this range and punish people that are really just wake up mid kicking, so there is no space for them to run, so it becomes really dangerous to utilize moves that are -13, -12. And Jin has easy punish 10 frames. He has this, he has 12 frames, has this, and at 13 frames he has this. So these are situations where you don't want, your opponent don't want to be, so you having this position right here, here and here are pretty good for your Oki. So it doesn't matter if your opponent is able to take this stuff, they are still going to be against the wall, where you can set like wall splat setups. You can even do this, we know about this, this is guaranteed. And then there he goes for like more damage. For some reason this just whipped, but you know how this is, right? There he goes, and it does a lot of damage. So this is the reason why 123 is still a superior Okizeme 2 in comparison with the Geyser. The Geyser doesn't really give you millage, it just gives you more damage, but in the end, if you are at a wall and your opponent, you are sure that your opponent is not going to die, then this is your combo. Do a 1-2-3 into a down 4. It's guaranteed, does a lot of damage. If not, then keep it simple to the jab, down back to 2-3, or use 3-1 into Zen 1-2. These are what is going to make your Jin really scary at the wall, something that he came along with Season 2 and Season 3. So this new stuff as a wall ender isn't really there, isn't really something that you are going to utilize in a long run to get like some better Oki at the wall. It's of course is going to give you some damaging combos, specifically like from the hell sweep stuff, open stages, but at the wall this is a no-go move, so don't bother. See you guys on the next video.